When you first open up Autodesk Inventor, your screen will look something like this. If you open it up for the first time on the school network, there's a good chance that you'll have two boxes on there, one that will say Start Working and one that will say Start Learning. I would simply click the box Start Working, and I would move your pointer to the top left hand side of the screen where it's Control New, and it will bring up a box that looks like this. On the left hand side, mine's always expanded, but along here you need to click Metric, and you need to create a standard part using the millimeter format here. So where it says standard millimeter in bracket .ipt, that is what you want to do. So we're just going to click that to open it, and then we're going to go create, and it will allow us to create our very own part. Sometimes you just have to wait a second or two for it to load up. And we are very nearly there. Thank you for waiting. It's very kind of you. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, we need to start a new sketch. We need to draw something. So we're going to click Start 2D Sketch. And it'll give you the options, have a 2D sketch or a 3D sketch. And we're going to start with a simple 2D sketch. And I've clicked 2D sketch, and we need to create, these are our work planes here, and this is where we're going to be doing our drawing. You can click on any plane you like, but I'm going to click on the XZ plane. And once we are in here, we've got options we can draw, and I'm going to draw a simple rectangle, and I'm going to drag a box from one corner to another, left click to start, left click to start, left click to finish. And I've drawn my rectangle. Now on the right hand side here, you've got your navigation tools, and that means you can orbit, which we don't need to do. We've got our zoom tool and pan tool, so I'm just going to zoom out there. You can zoom in and out, and that's good. So we've got a rectangle. Now we need to tell the rectangle what size we'd like it to be, so I'm going to click dimension. So dimension is a posh word for size. So I'm going to click dimension. I've pressed it, and I'm in dimension mode now. Now I've brought my cursor, and if I hover it over that line, if I just click on my mouse and move it away, it will allow me to draw a dimension or put the size in, and I need to change that from what it's come out at to be 250 millimeters. So just type in the box 250. Now you can click return, or you can click the little green tick, and it's disappeared. Don't be alarmed if it's disappeared. It's just obviously it's too big for your screen to show. So I'll click the zoom tool, and I'm going to zoom out, and there we are. There is my lovely rectangle that is 250 millimeters long. I now need to set the height of my rectangle, so I'm going to click the dimension tool again and set that to be 90. So we're not far off there. Just click 90 and either click the tick or click return, and that is good. So we now need to change this to look a bit more car-like. So I'm going to click line, and I'll select a line. Now I'm going to just draw a line to shape the back of the car. Now where I've got the line, where it's gone yellow, I now know that that line is going to attach itself to that line, and I'm going to do another line, and I know there that it's going to attach itself to that line. I'm not really worried about the size or the angle of the line. We're just doing this for a bit of style. Then I'm going to do another one to do the front end of the car like that, and right click to finish. Now we need to remove these bits here. So now the problem we've got is these dimensions are going to what we call constrain the drawing. So if we try to trim, so if I try to trim there and there, everything goes a bit mad. So if I click there and there, it's gone really mad. So I'm just going to go back a few steps, just click the undo button. And what would be really easy here is just if you hover over the 250 dimension, left click on it and delete it, and go over there, left click and delete. And if we use the trim tool now, I am literally going to trim there, there, there and there. Now that is my sketch finished. That is my side profile of my car, and I'm going to click finish sketch. Now again, it's quite big, so I'm just going to zoom out again, right click and OK, and I'm going to click the extrude tool now. So the extrude is trying to make something three-dimensional. So when we're in sketch mode, and I've got our browser here, and if we want to go back in and edit our drawing, we can. I'm going to edit sketch. I don't want to, so I'm just going to go finish sketch. So we can always go back in and change things, but we're in our three-dimensional mode now. So what I want to do is extrude the drawing that I've done. So I'm going to click extrude, and if I've drawn this correctly, the computer's been very clever, I've done it right, and it's found an area that it can create what we call a solid model from, and I can change the direction of my extrusion, go that way or that way, just grab the arrow and move it around. But I'm going to type in 60 because I want my extrusion to be 60, and I'm going to click the tick, and that will be it for now.